All right. We're here. We're ready. We're on a bit of a streak. Ladies and gentlemen, been on a pretty goddamn good schedule so far. So far. Pretty awesome, to say so myself. Hopefully everybody's doing well. What's up? What's up? Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Da 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 da. Hello, hello. I'll get this out of here. Thank you. Bum, 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 bum. Yo, UFC's on right? Is on right now? No. No, it's not on right now. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. I wish it was on right now. I'd be sick. That'd be so sick. It says preview, buddy. It says preview. Making sure that we're good. Good. Oh, it said in the title on the stream? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oops. We are live. Boom. Junior Tafa's back. I don't know why he's back. He's back. Oh. Gotta be honest. Yo, Tristan, what's up, buddy? I think Paul Hughes will beat Usman the second time. Fair. I think Usman will win. I thought he won the first time pretty clearly, but some weird moments at the end of some rounds made it a little closer than I think it really was. I don't even know what that is, but okay. I don't know what that is, but okay. What up? How's everybody doing? Yo. What is the chat about? We're talking about UFC Fight Night, Roman Dolidze, Anthony Hernandez, UFC in general, Chimaev, DDP coming up soon, the Contender Series coming up soon. What's up, Colton? Is there Grumpy Cat in the background? Is that Grumpy Cat in the background? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. MMA Jock Sniffer. Okay. I don't know how that is, but okay. Okay. Another pretty decent card. I don't think it's nearly as good as last week's card, but pretty goddamn good. It's a pretty good card. A lot of finishing ability on this card. Again, if you guys can, please slap that like button. It helps so much. So much. Anything MMA we're talking about. Why does Cody Brundage always get easy fights? Do you think this is an easy fight? I don't think he gets easy fights. Abdul is not an easy fight. Alzak Al Hassan is not an easy fight. I don't think he's had many easy fights. That's crazy. Julian Marquez, sure, but he almost lost that fight. So is it truly easy? I don't know. Good question. Am I a fighter? No. MVP versus Cannonier prediction. MVP, one of the best strikers in the world, especially at point karate. I don't know how Cannonier is going to get to him. So MVP. Both those you mentioned, you scrolled into no contests. Actually, the Abdul fight got changed to a draw. Or wait. Yeah, got changed to a draw. Because they gave the win to Abdul. Hold on. Oh, it's Mansour. Hold on a second. Is that right? Did I just go back? Did I have a fucking seizure? Mansour. Oh, no. Yeah, draw. Yeah, they changed it to a draw. So. I know that, but still. I don't know. I think the easiest fight he's had on his career is probably Zach Reese. How do you think of Etiba Gutierrez versus do against Cesar Almeida right now? I think you'd flatline Almeida. Flatline him. Absolutely flatline. Let's see. He's 5'5", 1-1 in the UFC. He's been finished 3 times. Easy fight. I don't think he's had an easy fight in the UFC. America. Yeah, you're about to go be on my podcast next week? Really? That's fucking sick. If that's true, that's awesome. Is that true? If so, that's really cool. Huh. Fantastic, man. That's really cool, dude. Also, I'm looking at your channel and stuff. I'm gonna subscribe. I'm also going to put your channel in the stream so everybody in the chat can go over and subscribe. And congratulations on the sobriety, my guy. That's awesome. So yeah, absolutely go over there, subscribe to his channel, everybody. Again, thank you, Mike. I think I hope you said that right. Yeah, Mike. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here, man. That's pretty cool. I don't think he deserves to get a title shot. I got to be honest. I think he's 1-2 in his last 3, but that's awesome though. Congrats on that. Something I really want to do. I just don't really know how to. But congrats. What's one fighter you thought never would get KO'd? Ooh, one fighter I never thought would get KO'd. Probably Dan Henderson. I don't know if I can think of anybody else. Yeah, the first one that comes to my mind is Dan Henderson. Yeah, probably Dan Henderson. Thank you, bud. That's really cool of you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. That's cool. Thank you. In this community, man, we you know, it's a little bit of a niche group of people, so we got to help each other with what we can. I'm trying to think. Man. Somebody that I never thought would get KO'd. Who had a great chin. We haven't seen Gastelum, which is crazy for how many wars he's been in. Bisping had been finished before, who had a good chin. Wasn't surprised when Liddell got KO'd. It has to, yeah, probably has to be Dan Henderson. Yeah. Oh, Lieben. That's a great pick. Absolutely. I guess that one's... Yeah, because like the Silva fight, I wasn't necessarily surprised about because I thought Silva was better, obviously. But like I was shocked when Brian Stan TKO'd him. Shocked. But yeah, that's a great one for sure. Pure casual. Why? Why? What do you think about PFL doing their third Africa event this coming up weekend? I mean, it's really cool that they're in Africa. I'm very curious on how they're doing that because you know what? I bet what it is um, because the UFC is bigger, obviously. I, I I don't know how big the PFL thing is here, or for the PFL. So I don't know how many people they're holding into it. That probably has to do with a ton. Where is this at? Is it? Where? Oh, it's this week. That's why I'm not seeing it. PFL Africa. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Venue Big Top Arena. How many people does that hold? Let's look. Let's look. God, what would that be called? Attendance? Attendance. Attendance. Oh, capacity. That's perfect. Okay. That's why. Let me make sure. Hold on. Africa. Big Top Arena. From what I'm seeing, it doesn't hold a lot. Africa stadiums. Okay, so here's this. It's Big Top Arena. It's a. I don't think it's going to be up there, that's for sure. It's not holding a lot of people, I can guarantee you that. Yeah, the first thing that I'm seeing is that it was like 2,600, which that doesn't seem right at all. That doesn't seem right at all. 1 second, the chat. PFL Stadium. Capacity. Okay. It's not 94,000. That's craziness. There's no way. I don't know. Bryce Mitchell. I'm happy he did. Do you think Malvid Kirillov would do better in the UFC top 15 than Pitbull has so far? That's a good question. I think he's a lot younger than Pitbull, so probably. But let me see how young he is, because that's a good question. He's 34. I think he would do better. I don't think as much miles is on him at all. But he has 10 finishes, 14 decisions. Yeah. Yeah. I think he would do better. Yes. And I like Pitbull, though. How do you think Hamzat wins Duplessis? I don't think he wins. I think Duplessis wins. DDP by fallen piano. If someone reaches out to you and pays for you to visit Africa, would you do it? Yes. I was talking to Randy Couture about PFL Africa yesterday. I don't think there will be another event in Africa after this one. It has to be a really, really good source of income for them. But it has to also cost a crap load. And like what the taxes and all the stuff for the fighters to go and stuff like that has to. But I would assume their capacity is not very much, and that's why the UFC hasn't done it yet. I would assume a thing for the UFC is capacity. Hi, how are you? Doing pretty good. We're here. Yeah, logistical nightmare. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, how DDP wins? By ground and pound. I think he survives the onslaught and then drowns him. Yeah, that's interesting. They have had quite a bit of events, obviously. I think 3 or whatever it is, but the problem also is like the cards aren't great. They're not, but it's good talent, a lot of good records. The main event's it's a wild 6-1, 5-2-1. That's a little crazy, but that is interesting. And I thought it was all Africa. It's all definitely not. That's craziness. Okay. Oh, Brazil there. What? I don't know what that flag is. What is that? Uganda. Is that what that is? Hmm. Oh, get that out of there. What the heck? I want vertical tabs. The other side with Mike G. Francis and Ghana runs the annual PFL Africa tournament. It will continue each year. I don't know about that. That's what most people say. Okay. I have Hamzat winning, as most people say. Most people are not saying DDP wins. You think Roman can beat Fluffy, and if he does, I want to see him do. Want to see what he can do versus DDP. He's improved. He has not improved, personally. He fought Marvin Vettori, who's not very good anymore, at least. Yeah, no, I don't think he does. His striking is way too sloppy. Granted, he does have some power. He has a good ground game as well. I think the pace, the pressure, and the output from Fluffy beats up Hernandez, or beats up Dolidze. PFL said PFL Africa is a whole separate league run by Francis. What? Charles does deserve top 15 pound for pound. Why? Why? Do you consider fight last Aldo is bullshit? No. No. Most fighters and media are picking DDP also in comment sections. I get DDP is the proven champion. I don't think that's true. I see a lot of people picking Hamzat. I don't think a ton of people are picking DDP. Fighters media, that might be different. But crowd people, like us people, I see a lot of people picking Hamzat. And it's not that I don't think Hamzat can win, because I think he can early. I don't think he can beat Dricus later. The majority, in my experience, are picking DDP. Okay. Yeah, DDP is huge. Oh, he's big. Oh, he's big. He does nothing to retain pound for pound status. How? What do you mean? He went on a 15-fight win streak, became champion, defended it a few times. His longevity and what he's done throughout his whole career alone puts him on pound for pound status. It's 15, dude. It's not like we're saying he's number 1 or number 5. He's definitely there. Predicts Francis' next fight. Is it Rico mixed rules bout? I hope for his sake, it better be mixed rules. Because in a straight kickboxing fight, Rico would absolutely destroy Francis. He's also just skill for skill, pound for pound, not as good as other people. That's just not true. That aren't already ranked. Who is next for Taporia? Probably Armin. But, yeah. Tristan. All day and every day. I talked to Randy Couture yesterday about it. What would I know? Yeah. You're a bare nut. You're a judge. That's sick, dude. That is so sick. It's something I would absolutely love to do. I love that stuff. So that's awesome, dude. It truly is. It's awesome. Most fighting begins in the mind, same as war, but fighting for sport is cruel. No. Maybe in the street it is, but sanctioned with rules is not cruel. Can it be vicious and violent? Sure. Doesn't make it cruel, though. Honestly. Yeah, hopefully Randy's doing okay after the accident. I listened to the PFL that was going on Friday, And I heard him on the commentary team, but I'm glad he's doing well. And Francis will be disappointed, though, then, right, because they created it for him. I don't know if they created it for him, but I don't know. Who wins Ankalaev, Pereira, and how? Pereira by KO. There's not much more different that Ankalaev can do. Pereira has a lot of different things he can do. So, Pereira. Honestly, a big thing for Pereira is just activity. Be a little bit more active with the striking. He changes a lot of that fight. Yo, what's up, Oro? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Again, if you guys can, slap that like button, share the stream, all of those good things. Helps out so much. Entertaining, yes. Yes, it's $200 to become certified. I attended the Association of Boxing Commission certification course put on by BKFC commentator Sean Willick in January. Really? Well, that is $200 I would spend tomorrow. That's so sick, dude. Well, Francis is a guy who ever be back in the UFC. I'm not racist, but that pronunciation is great. It's Ngannou. Like, I just liked it already. Appreciate you. Man. I see what you're trying to do, but okay. Ngannou. Come on. How about you? You good? I'm here, buddy. We're here. I know it is, but that's how. Who says it? Because no one says it like that. Small MMA YouTuber. Well, they must be making a joke, or, that's not even close. No one is saying it like that. Did you bet Derek Lewis last time out? Talking about Derek Lewis, because that's an awful spelling. I don't know what the heck that was. I didn't bet, but I definitely picked him to win. Yeah, I am also think Pereira wins. He's my favorite fighter. That's fair. If you want to go, I can see when the next few courses are, location, etc. Heck yeah, dude. Absolutely. Oh, that'd be so sick. Absolutely. I've been doing this a long time. Oh. 100%. I'm live every Saturday on the cards. We go through all of it. We break the fights down. We talk about it. All of it. So good. The cards. But, yeah. He needs a refresher. What the? It's a cool cat picture behind you. Appreciate you. It's my buddy. Nope, Kitty must be sleeping. What do you think best ref right now? Ooh, you guys aren't going to like this one. Jason Herzog. It's my favorite referee. Makhachev or JDM, who wins and how? Makhachev by submission. I have a red cat? That's cool. Never heard of that before. You named him? Oh, God. Oh, man. That's not good. That is not good. Islam made Darce JDM too? Yep. Nah, Mark Goddard is better right now, bro. Fair. 10 years old? Whoa. Kerry Hatley. The only reason why I can't say Kerry Hatley, all due respect, is the Bobby Green finish. Whew. Ooh. tried to kill a man. Holy moly. JDM finishes Islam. I don't see how he would. Surely it can't be Herzog after that debacle he had. With what? Because you can't say the Stephen Wynn fight because Yaya almost finished Wynn. Dropped him real bad in the second round. Wynn's counter fighting, hopefully in prison somewhere. Hope JDM finishes Islam. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I almost see Islam as more comfortable at 70. Sure, I think Shavkat beats Islam. There he landed this back in the day. Ooh, okay, that's a good one. Okay. Oh, there's Josh Rosenthal. I really liked back in the day. I really liked him. I thought he was a very, very consistently good ref. Do you think the one rules set is better for entertainment? No. You're talking about like soccer kicks and stuff? No. I think they need to be a little bit more strict on like cage grabs and stuff like that. Like if you grab the cage, it should be 1 point. If you poke in the eye, it should be 1 point. Just because if you do that, fighters will not do it again. Josh went to prison? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. For something, you know. Yeah. Nothing crazy, but yeah. I stayed a loyal fan of Conor. Yuck. Outside the ring, he does questionable choices, but a lot of those accusations could be false. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I don't think they're not. Good night. Appreciate you. I don't think that they're lying. People forget, man. Everyone knows all real fights occur on basketball court with no stand-ups. What? 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 No, no, no. How do you think the fight with Conor versus Chandler and who wins? Well, I don't think the fight happens at all. Yeah, I know, Chris. I know what you're talking about. I don't think that fight happens. If it does, Conor actually has a possibility of winning it because Chandler doesn't look like Chandler really anymore. He's so much older, but probably Chandler wins that. What's the best example where a fighter was KO'd for the first time and was never the same again? Ooh. It was never the same again. Oh my goodness. That's a great question. I mean, you kind of can say Cody Garbrandt because he had the 3 TKO losses in a row, and then he won. I mean, hasn't really been the same dude since. Dan Henderson after Vitor KO'd him with the uppercut, or head kick, I mean, started with the uppercut. He really wasn't the same again. Or like he was consistently getting dropped more. He was consistently getting TKO'd a little bit more. That's a really good question. Reyes, okay, yep, Garbrandt, there it is. There it is. Darren, you can't say Darren Till because he's done all right outside the octagon. I know, he's making fun of Rogan. When he got KO'd by Masvidal too, yeah. Talking about the Yaya fight. Yep, the man got knocked down 6 times and had swelling from his eye to ear, and Herzog wouldn't stop it. Again, he did drop Win. So, Mir, that's a good one. That's a good one. He's weird, especially back in the day, because like he would get finished, and like I believe Brock finished Mir, and then Mir fought Czech Congo, destroyed Czech Congo, and then Carwin finished him. I believe that's how that worked. Let me see. My memory might be way off on that, but let me see. Let me see. Okay, so Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Yes. Yes. All right, well, that was a sick pull from me. Yep, Brock Lesnar finished him, destroyed Chet Congo, and then he lost, got mauled by Carwin. And then won 3 fights in a row, kind of out of nowhere. What if UFC incorporated K1 in Muay Thai fights? I don't think it'd be great, to be honest. Tuesday, what's up, buddy? Kind of the best striker in lightweight ever? No. No. In his prime, probably. Sounds right. Yeah, that's a crazy pull by me. Don't give a Ribovics. That's sick. There's Dober or Manuel Torres. You could do. Oh my goodness. There was somebody else. Oh, Nazim Sadikov versus Ribovics would be so sick. So many good fights. You look like a type of guy that would knock out Cain Velasquez. I don't know why. Interesting. I love Cain Velasquez, though. One of the best. Just saw Ivo Osland versus Junior Tafa. We did it, guys. We found the most low-level fight booked for 2025. You're correct. You're correct. I said in my the start of this live that I don't know how Tafa did it, but he got another fight. Do you think Hamzat is better technically striker than Dricus? Do you think Hamzat can outstrike him? Not a chance in hell he outstrikes him. Not a chance in hell he outstrikes DDP. I can get you set up for the judging referee certification with Sean Wheelcock if you want. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that, man. Hell yeah. Let me know what I got to do. AI will most likely replace fighters in the near future, cheaper for Dana. That doesn't make sense. Hamza just there to smash. We'll see. We'll see. He better finish him early. Do you think Hamzat is better technically striker than Dricus? Why'd you ask me again? I'm confused. I think he can do all right on the feet, but outstrike him? Nah. See, I don't think he will do all right. I mean, I guess all right's, all right. So, yeah. Do I do sports? No. I don't have the energy or the time to do sports, unfortunately. Hamzat will smash DDP, but DDP might win by falling piano. Okay. Do I write poetry? That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. In my spare time when I'm not doing videos, I write poetry. Remember when people were counting Dricus out on his way to the belt? Absolutely. I was one of them. I was not sold on Dricus for a while. Nah, he'll do all right with the threat of the takedown specifically. I don't think so. Because I think to do all right, you have to be worried about the takedown. I don't think Dricus is going to be all that worried. Because I don't think he's worried because he knows Hamzat might get him down. But can he keep him there? Can he bully him down there? A lot of the other people, they don't want him to take him down. So, like those feints and stuff like that, they set all that stuff up. I don't know if that's going to work with DDP. I don't know. I eat poetry. Hell yeah. Bro's beard is the biggest poetry. Appreciate you. Chimaev has lung damage. He has to finish Dricus. If Chimaev is going to get his hand raised, absolutely. And it better be early. What are your hobbies then? This. I worked 7 days, come home, spend time with the family when I have time, do this at nighttime, and then repeat. DDP fights like Homer Simpson? Kind of. Hope you're right, rooting for DDP. Let's go, DDP. God, let's go. Ilya Taporia will knock out Hamzat and DDP. That doesn't even make sense. Who's your favorite fighter of all time? Cowboy Cerrone. Grew up watching him. Seen a lot of the WEC days. People forget also that Frank Mir was an incredible commentator for them. Incredible. But yeah, Cowboy's my favorite of all time. Love Cowboy. You should go salmon fishing sometime. There's nowhere around me that salmon's even available. Which round DDP wins? 4 or 5. So what round you change your mind? What made me change my mind? Honestly, the Strickland fights. Because I seen Literally, it was the first one because Strickland dominated the first 2 rounds with the jab. And then Dricus showed me that he could. Whether I thought Dricus won definitely in that first fight, he showed me that his cardio was a real thing. His pressure was real. His output was fucking ridiculous. Excuse my language. And then he just kind of kept going. I picked him to beat Izzy. I thought he would do what he did against Izzy, even though there was things in that fight to where I think Izzy could have taken advantage of, which that's just the reality of the game. Yeah, the first Strickland fight. Duplessis has a majority thick chest. Chimaev not depleting Duplessis' cardio. Correct. Ice fishing looks good. Yeah. Good question, though. It's all fun and games until Ilya gets beef with someone at heavyweight, then moves up. It's not happening. DDP got his nose fixed as well. Yes, he did. Ilya has the punching power of heavyweight, so if he connects DDP's chin, will break. No. Nice. I interviewed Leonard Garcia 2 weeks ago. Supposedly Cowboy will be on in September. That's so sick, dude. Oh, my gosh. Love Cowboy, man. Whew. How does it feel? Leonard Garcia also back in his day was awesome. People forget how good he was. He was good. He was a fun, exciting fighter every time he was out there. And he got robbed against Matt Grice, I think it was. No. It wasn't Matt Grice. It's Bermudez. The guy that Korean Zombie hit KO'd with the uppercut. I'm pretty sure it's no. Yeah, that guy. I can't remember his name now. How does it feel that your beard is bigger than your pickle? That's a weird question. Do you live near the equator or in the Americas? I live in America. How do you think Izzy wins his next fight? I don't think he wins. Dricus couldn't finish Sean, but Hamzat ran through Sean in training, according to Sean himself. I mean, that's two totally different things. It's like saying a guy got beat up in training, so he's definitely going to lose the fight. That's not how that works. Duplessis versus Ilya is not on the table. Not even close. I've only picked against DDP twice, but I remember how embarrassing it was when he beat Rob. I was so confident Rob was going to win. Me too. But in our favor, everything told us that he was going to. Dricus showed up. Dricus looked good. Robert didn't. What do you think of the Diaz brothers? Love them. I love the Diaz brothers. I think Nick is super underrated. People always underestimate Ilya. Okay. Izzy ain't winning now. He's washed. I wouldn't say he's washed. I'd say he's old. I would say he's old. Dennis Bermudez. Thank you. Bermudez did not win that fight. It is crazy when you go back and watch it. I believe even Garcia dropped him at one point. So crazy to me. Diaz brothers need to retire. Anger issue, CTE. I would say there's anger issues, but agree to disagree. I've had Bermudez on the show as well. That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh my goodness. What are the most annoying fighters to you? For me, it's Holland. He's way too pretentious. Okay. Annoying. Fighters I don't really care for is Corey Sandhagen. I think he's a little bit overrated. I think his style's not very exciting. Man, what's his name? Brunson, I was never a huge fan of. There's not many I'm... Tom Aspinall's fans. Tom Aspinall I'm fine with, but his fans, yikes. Wow. Yeah. Diaz brothers are legends. Yes, they are. People really do think DDP will beat Ilya. That doesn't even make sense. Training versus real fight, not the same thing. Correct. I think Prime BJ beats Ilya. Ooh, Mike. People forget how good Prime BJ was. Still one of the best finishes of all time is BJ Penn when he TKO'd Sean Shirk with the knee. Just beautiful stuff. What's your favorite YouTube channel name? Favorite YouTube channel? Um. Ooh, man. I don't know if I have a favorite. I watch a lot of like football channels. I really like the channel Bengal. He's probably one of my favorites. Some movie channels I listen to. Yeah. I made Mark Coleman and Chuck Liddell cry in the interviews. Damn, dude. Chris Wyman up there too. Okay, okay. Yeah, those are legends, man. I've been watching the Diaz brothers. Nick has anger issues. Nate can't even talk. Well, Nate's never been able to really talk. And Nick, he's having some issues. You still enjoy water parks with a longer beard? What does that have to do with anything? I was glad when Nate beat Conor. Me too. I've interviewed Shirk as well. Woo! Dude, that's so cool. That is so cool. Bro, be honest. You really think DDB can be Ilya? Just think before answering. Yes. Yes, he has about 100 pounds on Ilya. What are we talking about? Not actually, I'm just saying. Yes. It's ridiculous. Prime BJ Penn was a monster. Yes, he was. Prime BJ was good, but he can never come close to Ilya. Okay. He can, obviously, bro. Yikes. Ilya versus Duplessis is ridiculous. Let's have M versus JJ. Right? The beard questions. Yeah. I started my podcast from nothing a year ago. Huh. Heck yeah, dude. That's so cool. Again, if you guys want to listen to Mike G's YouTube channel, right there, the pinned comment, click on it, give it a listen, subscribe, all those good things. Appreciate you, man. We will we ever see a 3-weight division champ at the same time? I think there's two people that could do it. Ilya or Pereira. I interviewed Shrek. What the fuck? I thought you were saying Shirk at first. What's up, Juice Man? Ilya can definitely do it right now. I don't think he wins at 70. I think that's too much. Ilya can go weighing in at 170. Duplessis, 225. Oh my goodness. Topuria triple champ 2026? No. 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 I don't think Ilya would beat JDM. No. Ilya can clear middleweight easily, but light heavyweight would be a bit harder for him. That doesn't even make sense. Manny Pacquiao. One of the best for sure, but whew, that would be wild. Ilya at 170 is ridiculous. Imagine what GSP would do to him. Yeah. Yeah. And people will say, oh, he would destroy GSP. Like, you don't understand the size difference. Holy crap. Does Shavkat win the belt before he retires? Yes, I think so. You think Prime Usman handles Dricus at 85? No. No. Will he have success? Sure, because of his wrestling. But no. Ilya not beating Islam? Correct. GSP would ragdoll him? Correct. Those people can't spell GSP. GSP will sleep if Ilya lands one punch. No, that's not how that works. He hit Charles with more than one punch. He hit Max more with one punch. More than one punch. You're mad at Conor? Yeah, because he fucking sucks. Of course I'm mad at Conor. How many L's does the guy need to keep taking? Conor, the one, the only. Yikes. Conor should just become something. I think it's premature to rule out Izzy. To be fair, he was up on the cards in both the DDP and Naimov fights until he got caught. He needs to point fight in the future, and I believe he wins 2 straight. I mean, it was 1 round, 2 rounds with Naimov. Quickly in the second round, he got finished. Yes, he looked incredible in the first round, but he got caught because he was doing something, a tell that he always has done, and Naimov caught him with that. Dricus, he was not up on Dricus. It was a good fight, but he wasn't up. Ilya versus GSP got real. We get it. You are an Ilya fan. Yeah. Mystic Mac, yike. I want to see Ilya versus a prime. Oh my gosh. Carlos. Another one of my favorites. Love Carlos Condit. I was actually just talking about Carlos on another previous stream, and I was telling people in the chat that by today's standards, with people being like damage over takedowns and stuff like that, there's an argument that Carlos beat Johnny Hendricks because Carlos was landing a ton on the feet, but Johnny was taking him down, not really doing a ton. Carlos to get back up and keep doing the same thing. So, still though, to me, one of the biggest robberies of all time, Mike. Robbie Lawler, Carlos Condit. Condit won that fight 3-2. I don't know a third round that Robbie Lawler won. I just don't know it. It's so crazy to me. Izzy's chin is gone. His chin is not the issue. Conor needs a divine intervention. Oh yeah, he needs to go to prison. Ilya can go toe-to-toe with JDM? No. I'm not an Ilya fan, but it's true that he has the power to knock out anyone in the UFC? Not true. I've been following you for months now. Your picks are less than 50% right now, and you're too emotional, like fighters too much inside them. That's not true. That's not true. I went 10-2. I went 8-4 this last week. I went 10-2 a couple weeks ago. I went 8-4 2 weeks ago. I went 9-3 on the other one. This is not true. Who's my current favorite? I don't even know. Current favorite. I don't even know. I don't think I have a favorite right now. There's so many guys that I like. Izzy always seemed like a basic striker with counter punches. Never really had power either. Natural Bone Killer. Yep. Favorite current fighters. I don't know if I have one. My favorite fighter of all time is Cowboy. But current, it's not Cowboy because he's not fighting. So, yeah. But there's a lot of fighters that I like. Just admit it, man. You are very emotional about a lot of fighters. Not true at all. Not true at all. Miesha Tate is always my favorite. She is good. She is good. For no reason, I've never dissed Conor for what he did in his prime. Thank you, Trevor. Never. Never have dissed Conor for what he did in his prime. I diss on Conor for losing a civil suit for SA and then having to pay money and appealing it and then losing by a jury again for a thing he clearly did. That's why I hate Conor. That's why I hate Conor. From 7 years ago. 2018. Hotel room with a lady. Clearly he did it. Sucks to suck, buddy. Would you say Isaac Dogarian's game plan or skill set is similar to Hamzat? Similar, yeah. JDM, Islam, Armin, Duplessis, RDR. Good ones. Jones does the same shit, bro. John has never SA'd somebody in a hotel room. Try again. I've met Conor personally, not a fan. What he did in his prime was incredible. O.J. Simpson was found not guilty. You're really gonna compare what O.J. Simpson did. I mean, it was a corruption all the way around. What are we talking about here with O.J. Simpson? Come on. How do you know he did it? Because for the second time in a row, a jury has found him guilty. He lost the civil suit, and then they said he had to pay $275,000. Then they tell him, or then he appeals it, and a second group of jury people say he's guilty. What the fuck are you talking about? What about Prime Tony? I'll never forget that the past. Dude, Prime Tony was so sick. He's so good. God. We all know OJ did it. Exactly. DNA doesn't lie. Correct. Correct. Everybody knew he did it. It was a corrupt thing. I'm sorry, but if there's nothing in the case with the thing from 2018 for the SA thing with Conor, he wouldn't be ordered to pay almost $300,000. And then when he appeals it, they say he's guilty and he has to pay it. That's not how that works. Sorry. Yeah, OJ did it. He was found not guilty. A lot of innocent people get found guilty. Trevor, we're not getting into this. Jesus, you're such a hater of Conor. Dude, got you into the sport, bro. Conor did not get me in the sport. What are you talking about? I've never said that before. I was watching well before Conor was around. Oh, what's wrong with BAG pen? Meth? CTE. Yeah, not good. Same level in Hamzat's wrestling, but don't forget about his striking, which makes him even more overpowered. Okay. Prime Tony for real, man, he was dope. He was so good. And people forget. Tony versus Kevin Lee and Tony versus Lando Venata. Good ass fights right there. You know, one of his best fights? Edson Barboza versus Tony Ferguson. Whew. Diaz brothers and Jorge Masvidal got him into the sport. Those are good ones. Those are good ones. For sure. Tired of people saying Conor? Yeah, definitely wasn't Conor. Hamzat is the truth, but it's hard for people to accept him as a controversial champ. I mean, no. Good night. Trevor is just an O'Malley lover. GSP got you into the UFC. Conor made you a super fan. Fair. Got me, man. I got you. I knew what you meant. Mix of drugs, CTE, and personality disorder for Penn. Crazy combo. It sucks to see. It sucks to see Penn. It sucks to see him like this. It really does. He needs help before it gets bad. Worse. Let's say Hamzat doesn't become champ, though. We'll be getting a fight every 18 months. He won't be champ. He won't be. The fact you picked O'Malley over Marab, whoa. Yep, I did. Thoughts on Patty? Striking's weird. Striking defense is weird. Very good grappler. Very good wrestler. Good top control. I think he's the hardest fight for Ilya because of his length, because of his height, because he is good in certain areas, and he does fight long-wise. I think there's a lot of openings for Ilya, but I do think he's the hardest fight. But I do think Max also at 55 could give him a challenge, because I thought the first fight was challenging. Hamzat is a great fighter. It's just a matter of him making weight. Fair. Talking shit about Khabib's wife, that was low-down ghetto trash behavior. What was that? Who did that? That's crazy. Trevor was crying in Gio's chat that O'Malley lost. I was laughing. Yikes. Hamzat will 100% beat DDP because he trained with Ilya. That means nothing. That's not how that works. Khabib's wife was in his DMs, bro, Conor. Okay. OJ is dead. Yes. First finish ever. Yeah. Hey, can we all acknowledge that Oliveira KO's Ilya annihilated Charles? KO. Acknowledge that Oliveira KO Ilya annihilated Charles. Do what? What do you think about the whole Hamzat can't make weight thing, considering he only missed weight once? I think the issue is because he was fighting in two weight classes and he can't make 170, which that's where I think he would have been his best, to be honest. I think that's where that conversation is coming. It's like, oh, he can't make weights because he was fighting at 170. Paddy Pigley gets stunned by Armin. I don't think so. And Ilya was overweight. Paddy's last three opponents have a combined record of 0-13 in the most recent fights. Fair. Fair. That's fair. Thoughts on Khalil versus Yuri? I like Khalil in that fight. OJ was guilty. What's a good fight or fights that you like to watch? Ooh. Ooh. Well, I really like to watch Izzy Pereira, those ones. I like those fights a lot. A lot of technically good stuff in those fights. Juicy J's fights I really like to watch. Of course, Cowboys fights I watch. John Jones fights I watch. And, there's more, of course. Yo, let's talk boxing. You like Sugar Ray Robinson and Salvador Sanchez? I don't know if I know Salvador Sanchez, got to be honest, but Sugar Ray Robinson was one of the best. I think Tyson was talking about Salvador Sanchez, that he's one of the greatest of all time. I think that's where I've heard that name before. What time is it? Where I'm at is after 1:30. Patty is UFC hype project for UK marketing. Okay, Trevor, what happened to your O'Sally? Love the guy though. Yeah. I do agree. It's your go-to fights that you like to watch. I love watching Carlos Condit and Dan Hardy. Love watching that fight. It's a lot of fights like that. Like Juicy Jade, like I said, his fight against Sean Woodson, I like watching. His fight against Nate Landwehr, I like watching that fight. Yeah, there's a lot of fights I like watching. Ilya will flatline Patty. Sure. Ooh, Shola and Henderson, 1 and 2 are both good. Patty is huge 55. It'll make an interesting fight when they make the Ilya fight. Correct. If Chimaev wins, he wins. What? Boxing is padded as fuck, but Salvatore Sanchez was the real deal, not Canelo or Chavez. Okay. I think Canelo's really good, but okay. Salvador the best. Marab against Umar. I like, he just passed away. Fought Tommy Hearns. I'm forgetting his name, but that guy was awesome too. I like him a lot. Marab against Umar. Shavkat against Jeff Neal were insane. Oh, Shavkat, yeah, great fights too. Look him up, Salvador Perez, the GOAT for real. Okay, I'll check him out. Do you think Ilya could generally become the first triple champ? How good/bad are his chances and why? It depends on who he's fighting. I don't think he beats Islam, but it's probably his best chance in that division. But I don't think it's a great chance. Tim Kennedy versus Yoel was one of my favorites. That's a great fight too. I can't believe the Pico line is moving towards him as a favorite. Weird, he has a no good wins where Lerone has solid main event wins. I got to be honest. I like Pico to win that fight. Of course, I like Lerone, but I do like Pico. Costa versus Romero is one of my favorite fights ever. Very good fight. And people don't talk about there's a possibility that Romero won that fight. I actually thought he won it. But close, awesome fight. Regardless of the glove grab. Correct. Correct. Boxing lame as fuck in your opinion. Okay. Sometimes it is, but not always. Ilya not beating JDM or Islam. Correct. Yes, Marvin Hagler. Thank you so much. That guy. Incredible. Current boxing sucks. I miss the 80s, 90s. Yeah, I think Usyk also is really, really good. I love this Crawford-Canelo fight. I love it. I will be live for it. So good. Leg kicks hurt. Yes. Your wife is a towel, mate. Wife and Islam, although McGregor quickly deleted it, multiple sources took the screenshots. Yikes. That's not cool. No, just don't check him out. Go down his rabbit hole. 23. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. But up until the point he was the real Mexican monster, I watched a freaking documentary on him. I know who you're talking about. You're right. Okay, I'll definitely check it out and I'll let you know. Topuria beats Makachev? I don't think so. What's up, Colostrum? What's some dream fights you'd make if you were the matchmaker? Ooh. Well, my dream fights: Cowboy Miller 3. Um, oh, Rebovix, Drew Dober, Jones, Aspinall, um, or Pereira, Aspinall. Love that. Um, um, Shavkat Islam. I think that fight would be awesome. I think that's all I can think of. I think so. Oh, Pantoja Marab. Oscar De La Hoya didn't duck anyone. He was dope besides his weird tendencies. Weird tendencies for sure. Crawford all day, man. Let's go, baby. Crawford all day. Oscar is funny. He's something. What do you think about Nate saying Holloway holding his belt as if he might come back for a BMF fight? Again, I'd watch it. How do you feel about DJ and Death Sentence? I love DJ. Death Sentence is whatever. Chimaev should fight at 70. I think that's where he's most dangerous. Khabib, Penn, who do you think would have won in the prime? Penn would have been a huge problem for Khabib. A motivated BJ Penn, huge problem. Do you remember boxer Peter McNeely, Tyson's first fight after prison? Goofy white guy from Mass. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Nate versus Jorge BMF. Yep. I think Aspinall could beat Elliott. That doesn't make sense. Salvador Perez, they said, had the best cardio ever. He fought the same in the 15th as if he was in the round one. Wow. Anderson, GSP. Oh, yeah, GSP, John. Anderson, John. Oh, yeah. All of those fights. You think Pereira could become heavyweight champion? Absolutely. Pantoja Marab. Love that fight. Love that fight. But it is about 1:40 in the morning. I really, really appreciate you guys being live with me. I will be back tomorrow around the same time, 12:30 or so, maybe a little bit earlier. But I appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you, buddy. Make sure you guys click the link right here. Go subscribe to his channel. Check out his videos. Comment on them. Like them. All those good things. Really do appreciate you. Why do you think Arnold Allen is inactive? Probably healing up from his injuries. Salvador Perez, watch a video on him. I will. I'm pretty sure I watched a documentary on him because I heard about his death, but I will. Earned a sub today. Great stream. Appreciate you, man. I really do. Peace, fun chat. Thank you so much. Hagler is who you're talking about. Yes, it is. If no one has ever watched Marvin Hagler versus Thomas Hearns, incredible fight. They should go watch it after this. One of the best boxing matches ever. 100%. Thanks again, bud. See you again soon. Yes, appreciate you, buddy. Pereira can't, but there is a man who could be a 4-division champion. Okay, watch another. Oh, I will. Roman gonna finish Fluffy right this weekend? No. Loved Marvin Hagler, absolutely. But I appreciate you guys. Have a good night.